Are we living in the Great Tribulation? Good evening, folks. This is Silver Dad Knows, and thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Folks, just to begin, I do want to show you this is a 1917 Mercury dime. Now, the one that I showed you last time was a 1916. I'm going to be going down the line, okay? I believe the next one I'm going to show you is going to be 2018. I mean, not 2018. 1918, 1919, but I'm going to be going down the line. So this one right here is a 1917. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, truly just an excellent piece. And if you're in the silver game, you definitely always want to be buying these Mercury dimes. Right around 90 million dimes were struck this year, 1917, with most of them coming from the Philadelphia Mint. Mercury dimes, in case you didn't know, they're 90% silver, 10% copper. A Mercury dime from 1917 in circulated condition. A Mercury dime from 1917 in circulated condition is worth between $6 to $45. 6 being just horrible condition, but if it's in really good condition, like this one is, it can sell upwards to $45. But on the open market, 1917 dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition, which this one's not, can sell for as much as $1,000. Remember, this one's not. This one is in really good condition. I'd say realistically, it could sell for $35. It is in just exceptional condition. The small denomination and the recognizability increase the silver Mercury dime's worth and make them easy to trade for items as small as a loaf of bread. That's what originally got me into these coins, you know. A customer of mine who was a real estate guy, he's also the one who had told me to buy these rolls of nickels. But he was telling me that it's like, hey, you know, if you're in a serious scenario, it's like you can buy essentials with this, even if it's a small essentials like a loaf of bread, you know. For people to think it's far-fetched to go back to those days, I mean, people were living like that for millenniums. For people to think it's far-fetched to go back to those days right now in 2024, 2025, 2026, I mean, it's not far-fetched. It's a lot realer than we think. Everything we know to cease to exist, it's a lot realer than we could ever imagine, you know, and people need to be aware of that because it is that serious, it is that dire. Just before I continue, folks, I do want to shout out one of my loyal subscribers. This is Puppy Dogs, and this is a comment that they made last night on a video that I released last night. Here we go. Puppy Dogs. Hi, Silver Dad. Congrats on 400. Mind you guys, I just got over 400 subscribers. But anyways, congrats on 400. Just want to pop in and say I love your content and appreciate all the knowledge you share. I started stacking silver when I was right out of high school back in 2016. I was buying silver eagles for around $20. Good times. Unfortunately, over the years, I hit some hard times and had to sell off a majority of my stack. It was 50 ounces at the time. That was definitely my biggest mistake. For anyone starting to stack, please do not sell off your entire stack. I had to buy again at even higher prices. Fortunately, I was blessed with new opportunities and a very well-paying job. I got back into stacking last year and have been purchasing at least 10 ounces monthly. I feel really alone sometimes as a silver stacker. None of my friends or family share interest or know about it. So it's super encouraging to see your content. Yes, we may have some tough times ahead, but with faith in God, a good attitude, and good mentors like yourself, we can make it. God bless your Silver Dad, and congrats again on 400 subs. Whoa, thank you so much, Puppy Dogs. I mean, man, I just read that right now for the first time. I had read it earlier, kind of just scrolled through it. I knew it was going to be a good comment, but wow, that really touched me right there. Thank you so much for your support, and I think it's phenomenal that you understand that you made a mistake when you were younger, selling all your silver. It's like all of us go through that mistake. Unless we're born with a silver spoon, which most of us are not, we all go through those tough times where we sell off everything we have. But it's like, hey, selling off everything you have always makes you stronger. Going through hard times always makes you stronger. And you have to remind yourself of that. Nobody's immune to it. just to kind of go back to what we were discussing in the beginning, if this outlandish charade goes on for another 10 to 20 years, that means the national debt will reach 100 trillion. Such numbers are too enormous to fathom. How could the world possibly finance that? How could it bear such a heavy burden? Because if Americans are going to borrow that much, then the rest of the world needs to be willing to lend that much. If we're still going to be willing to live that far beyond our means, then the rest of the world has to accept a massive decline in their own living standards to make that possible. Sometimes I truly feel like we've gotten to the point where Americans produce nothing and the rest of the world supplies us with everything. I really, really believe that. As the Federal Reserve cuts rates, the value of the dollar will decline. China, Japan, and Saudi Arabia have been selling U.S. treasuries at a record pace. Foreign investors and foreign central banks have been buying gold and silver and dumping U.S. foreign exchange reserves and U.S. treasuries. The surge in demand for precious metals has been driven by central banks, not so much individual investors. This is a major red flag. There's a key reason why they're stockpiling gold and silver, and it's because they're expecting a major crisis. Some call it the New World Order. Others call it the Great Reset. For a while, I've been calling it the Great Reset. But as a believer in Christ, I know, and many others know, this is the Great Tribulation. We're in it. We're living in it, guys. We are living in the Great Tribulation. Look around at how chaotic things have gotten, how chaotic people have gotten, how morals have just slipped out the door. People, the way they believed 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's like they believe completely different now. How did that happen? It's a new world. It's new theories. It's new religion. It's a new God. And it's not the God we know from the old world. It's a new God. A God who says, hey, you can want to be like God. But in the old world, we all know that none of us can be God. This new world tells otherwise. So right here, folks, check it out. Beautiful, beautiful coin. I love these. This is a 2023 King Charles Britannia. The Coronation Britannia 2023 is limited to only 200,000 coins worldwide. 200,000. That's it. Worldwide. Excuse me, I'm just kind of cleaning it off. My fingers, they carry a lot of crap, for a better term. The special edition celebrates His Majesty King Charles III. The obverse features the first crowned coinage portrait of the king. The reverse of the coin features Britannia. And this is an icon that is recognized worldwide. Everybody knows it, especially if you're in the silver game. These are exempt from capital gains tax for UK residents. So if you're a UK resident, you're exempt from capital gains. And here in the States, you can buy these uncirculated for around $36, $37 with free shipping. And I'm telling you guys, with there only being 200,000 of them that you can access right now, that is a bargain. This is a fact that I found out recently, and it's like, man, I want to own more of these because there is immensely unlimited batch. But as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Silver Dad Knows. You go to my description, you'll see my eBay link, which is Silver Dad Knows on eBay. You hit me up, you tell me you're a patriot, you're a subscriber, you love America, you love silver. You hit me up, hey, Silver Dad Knows, and I will sell you any of my coins at your choosing at my cost. Any of my coins at your choosing at my cost. But again, folks, we're already over 400 subscribers. This is our 52nd episode. We've had immense progress. It hasn't even been 2 months. It's about to be 2 months, I think, in like 2 days, 3 days. But it's like it hasn't even been 2 months, and we already have over 400 subscribers. This channel has grown tremendously. We have 25,000 views. So I'm appreciating all the feedback. I'm appreciating all the support, all the love. So remember, you saw it here, 52nd episode. This was Silver Dad Knows. God bless your households. God bless your children if you're parents. God bless your spouses if you're married. And as always, and as long as I can say it, God bless America.